Outstanding featherweight matchup here on paper. Zabit Magomedsharipov and the UFC newcomer Sheymon Moraes. Moraes in yellow, Magomedsharipov in white.
Quite a dramatic face-off at the weigh-ins for these guys as well. Zabit really made a point of bearing over Sheymon Moraes, who just looked stone cold and completely unfazed, just like he does now. A tight Muay Thai guard looking under his brow, ready to take whatever's going to come at him. Really pronounced jab as well. That's something you're going to see from Sheymon Moraes. He's got a real pronounced jab but an excellent switch lead kick. And he was very complimentary about Zabit Magomedsharipov as well. Said he's a great fighter and he's very complete. Also worth noting that Moraes started his martial arts career with karate and capoeira, so some of those capoeira kicks are going to prep him a little bit for that, exactly those kind of things. Knowing which way to circle when he sees his opponent spin, knowing whether to beautiful switch lead kick to the head.
1 minute gone by, a nice land there for Sheymon Moraes.
Wow, powerful lead kick. Worth investing in those early to try and slow Zabit down a little bit.
Moraes' last fight, a decision win over Luis Palomino. That was back in June of 2016. 5 wins by knockout, 2 in round 1 for Moraes.
And Moraes' win over Robbie Peralta as well is a highlight reel left hook finish. Really nice. Look at that switch lead kick to the midsection of Zabit.
And a right hand over the top lands for Magomedsharipov. Moraes getting a little bit wild with that left hand. Sniper jab out of Magomedsharipov.
Oh! Beautiful lateral movement there from Moraes. Just out of range with those punches though. It's Zabit that's going to dictate the pace of this from the range, given the fact that he's got that reach and height advantage. See, he just knows which way to circle when he sees his opponent spin. That will then take away the spin and attack of his opponent. He'll just remove that from his game because it's not working. Then it's less to deal with.
Zabit training regularly with the likes of Frankie Edgar, Edson Barboza, Marlon Moraes.
My goodness, can you imagine him and Edson Barboza sparring? It'd be like a Mortal Kombat fight.
I'd pay to watch.
Beautiful work here, trying to isolate that right arm of Zabit. Beautiful work, stacking pass. Now works to take the back. Look at this, good work. Expect him to pull him backwards and sit down. Oh, look at this. Nice work, look at that, 2 hooks. Kicks his hips off to the side so he can really spread that base out. That allows him to stay lower down on the back. Beautiful work.
No fun having this guy off of your back. Still plenty of time with which to work for Magomedsharipov. Able to take Moraes down yet again.
No interest in reserving energy for the later rounds here.
Well, and he draws comparisons to Tony Ferguson in terms of his ability to just train for hours on end. Looked like Magomedsharipov thought briefly about mounting, and now he does.
Good work by Moraes.
Yes.
Scrambling to recover a half guard position there.
That's a big right hand from Zabit.
Look at this, beautiful work. Crucifix position. My recommendation to every featherweight in the world is to pay close attention to these two. In a couple of years' time, these guys could be dictating the skill level of this division.
Oh, a couple punishing elbows there from Zabit.
How he spreads him out and extends and grapevines his legs.
Moraes not doing a bad job defensively though, controlling posture. Looks like he will survive to see a second round.
Yep, continually moving. Excellent defensive work.
Featherweight crown against the consensus greatest 145-pound champion of all time, Jose Aldo. It is UFC 218, December 2nd, 10 in the East, 7 in the West. It is only on pay-per-view.
Moraes looking for that switch lead kick again. Expecting to aim for that. The problem with being such a tall fighter is that you really struggle to cover your whole body with your arms, with your guard. You can see there's a window of opportunity there for Moraes to crack into the ribs. Beautiful work, look at that. 360 turning kick. Takes me back to my old taekwondo days. Beautiful work, look at that, throw from a whizzer. Moraes scrambles back to his feet. Nice work, now he takes mount position, look at this.
So a window here for Sheymon Moraes, but beautifully reversed there by Magomedsharipov.
Oh, look at this, he's climbing for a high guard. Zabit's aware of that triangle, but he's stacking to pass. Possibly looks to take the back here again. Watch him jump on and get his hooks in. If Moraes stands up, he's going for a ride. Expect one of those big slams. Look at how he's sagging his weight on him, forcing him to carry an extra 150 pounds or so.
Right. Zabit submitting Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu brown belt Mike Santiago in his UFC debut. Moraes working on a leg here.
He will chase an ankle lock. The danger with a taller fighter is that you're going to take punches in the process.
Moraes carrying the Magomedsharipov backpack here. 3.5 minutes to go, round 2. Zabit at his suffocating best, trying to get under the chin here. Moraes defense.
I don't even think he's bothering about getting under the chin. He's quite happy to go for the face bar.
Oh. Punishing ground and pound here. He might get Moraes out of here, Dan. Slicing elbow for good measure.
Moraes must really feel like he drew the short straw for his UFC debut here. Look at the torque in his body. Look how he's twisted up. Oh. Very little he can do about these elbows from the top position. He's scrambling well, but his legs are grapevine. He has to free his legs before he can shrimp to a better position. Possibly isolating an armbar here. Look at that, steps off to a knee on belly. He's definitely setting something up. Oh, look at that again. He's looking for the crucifix position. In this situation, Moraes has to be careful in the scrambles because Zabit is going to circle to his back in a second.
Moraes able to prevent the mount there. Just about 2 minutes to go in round 2.
You can see Moraes doing a good job of trying to get his arms free, but struggling. Zabit's using his head and his right arm to isolate the left arm of Moraes. He really needs that underhook if he's going to find a way out of this. Now he's got it, but he's got to utilize it. The other difficulty with such a tall fighter as well is they always manage to find a base, no matter which way you move them. Beautiful, silky smooth work passing there. Slides the knee over the right arm. Sheymon Moraes knows what's coming, but it doesn't mean he can stop it.
Just makes it look so easy. It looks like he's training. Just over a minute to go. Moraes seemingly without answers here, 9 minutes in.
Really digging those shots into the floating rib. Possibly he's looking to set up a Darce choke here. Sheymon Moraes took his head too deep.
Magomedsharipov, lifelong athlete, freestyle wrestling at 10, former kickboxer, football player as well. And dominating Sheymon Moraes here in his second UFC appearance. Not a bad way to neutralize a decorated kickboxing champion.
That was nice work there. Zabit looked towards the ankle Gave Moraes the impression that he was going to look for an ankle lock, and then came back with a short right hand. A credit to Moraes for his defensive work, but he's constantly on the back foot here. Always a step behind Zabit.
So it all like stacked Invicta FC card as well. It's Women's Week here on UFC Fight Pass, December 1st through the 8th. All right, third and final round here. Magomedsharipov has won his last 9. He's finished his last 7 wins. We'll see if he can keep that streak going.
Oh, big, powerful leg kick. Took the base away of Sheymon Moraes as he was throwing his own kick. Moraes surely wants... Yeah, look at that. I think even Zabit wants a kickboxing fight now.
Yeah. But how confident do you have to be if you're Zabit to allow Moraes back to the feet after how things have played out on the ground? Nice little lead uppercut lands for Sheymon Moraes.
I was actually expecting Zabit to be tested a bit more in this fight, but he's having it all his way at the moment. He just looks like he's playing in there.
Yeah.
This is how I always used to feel when I was sparring with Mike Pyle. I always used to feel like he was just toying with me.
Keep the face going. Mansour!
Big left hook from Moraes there. He's got to do something. Oh, look at that spinning back fist.
Perhaps a poker face from Moraes or just an outstanding chin.
62.
That one landed flush.
He's going up. Good base in there from Sheymon Moraes. Saved himself a slam on the mat. Zabit is just huge for this weight class. Ouch. Nice back elbow from Moraes.
Moraes keeping 4 limbs down to prevent a knee to the head. 3 minutes here to go in this third and final round. And you know Moraes isn't looking for a moral victory, but to extend Magomedsharipov the distance, you could argue would be a feather in his cap.
I'm sure he wouldn't see it like that, but I have to agree with you, John, definitely. Especially given the amount of trouble he's already been in this fight on the ground. Beautiful, look at that.
So Magomedsharipov continuing to make it look easy as we hit the midpoint of this third round.
It's just a chess game for Magomedsharipov. He's planning these moves ahead. He's expecting, he's anticipating the movement of his opponent. And he's got options no matter what's going on. No matter where he finds himself, you always feel like he's got 3 or 4 options that he can kind of just alternate between. Threatening the neck again here. Sticking to the back of Moraes. Driving his head to the canvas. Forcing him to base. Beautiful work again. Kicking the base leg out. Circling over. Now he's in a mount position now. Ricardo Almeida called for an arm triangle from the mount position. Let's look to see if he starts to isolate a head and arm. Good work by Moraes trying to bridge off the fence, but again Zabit just spreads his base so well. Knee on belly. Moraes possibly recovering a half guard here.
Zabit, last minute. Let's get a finish, Zabit.
Mark Henry employing his fighter to try and get the finish in this last minute. Let's see what the Zabit pulls out of the bag. He's stuck in a quarter guard position at the moment. That leg is very much clamped down by Sheymon Moraes, which is stifling the attack. And now we have a 3/4 mount position. Beautiful front headlock. Oh, look at this. Very nice. He's wrapped up the anaconda position, looking to sit through. Sheymon Moraes trying to build a frame, trying to keep his airways open. Oh, and there's the tap!
Zabit Magomedsharipov gets the